scratch.
Let's be friends. Yeah! This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
Welcome, customers. You'll pay for this. 1,000 wonders to raise. Fight as one! Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them. Time for a shot. Let's be friends. We shall take back what we lost.
Keep at it. Keep at it.
Seize the moment! Yeah! Lend me your strength!
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken. Yeah!
Lend me your strength!
Let's make it quick.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Just a scratch.
Justin, just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better.
We shall take back what we lost. This battle is unavoidable.
Rules are made to be broken.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
That'll take...
We shall take back what we lost. If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
Uh-oh. It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha.
What are you saying, Doctor? The wonder medicine is out of...
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wildfire has cut off the supply chain. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous.
How dare you?
Ma'am, please think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her?
I understand your anger, but as your doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment. I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
The surface. I almost forgot that you were an overworld big shot.
Have some respect for Dr. Natasha.
If it's respect she wants, she better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast. If not, I'll tell everyone about how she set up Dr. Vash. I'm out of here.
Oh, you're here. I apologize. I'm okay. If I were in his shoes, I may well have had the same reaction. Now I need to focus on treating the patients and dispelling their doubts. Let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better once I've gotten rid of the... Now's as good a time as any to tell you Vash's whole story. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate. No, but I used to think we were so close that we may as well have been. I actually grew up in the orphanage. It wasn't until I was adopted by an overworld family that life changed for me. My adoptive mother always saw me as her own flesh and blood, and Vash loved me like a sister. That is, while we were still young. My adoptive parents belonged to a prominent medical family. As kids, we were exposed to all kinds of medical texts. When we were older, both of us got straight into Belobog's medical school. We were on a path into the medical profession. He was gentle and introverted. But when it came to work, he could be absurdly obsessive, like a completely different person. Whenever I made a mistake in an experiment, he'd bite my head off. And then a while later, he'd apologize and comfort me. He was conflicted in that way. I didn't know he had leftover reagents in Rivet Town. I was shocked when you told me. If you fail to make a clean break with the past creeps up on you. That's a long story. Ever since he was little, Vash had always wanted to develop a medicine called blizzard immunity. He saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease, and wanted to cure it so that humanity could survive the eternal freeze. If he succeeded, people would be able to leave Belobog and rebuild their homes in the snow. I do admire his vision and perseverance. I knew his research in the overworld wasn't going well. I used to write to him and ask him to come down and stay with the kids in the orphanage for a while. I thought it might help take it, but I was too young to know what long-term frustration could do to a person. During his stay in the underworld, he met patients affected by fragmentum corrosion with mild symptoms. He began to simulate mild fragmentum corrosion, thinking that it could lead to break... Those reagents of his aren't cure-alls for critical illness. That doesn't exist. Vash made the reagent, but behind my back, he had been doling out the reagents to residents who were kept in the dark. When it finally struck me that something was wrong, his terrible research had already turned him into... I trusted Vash with all my heart. When his experiments were exposed, I spent a long time with Oleg discussing how... This was shortly before the underworld was sealed off. There were hardly any Silvermane guards remaining. We spent age. In the end, Oleg suggested that we banish him and permanently deny him. Had his victims found out the truth, Vash would have been torn to pieces by furious underworlders. I was young and weak at the time. Looking back, Oleg and I took Vash to the overworld. He made his final request to us. To take him outside the city. His figure gradually disappeared into the snow curtain. Forgive me. I'm not good at... Let's call it a day.
You! Hey, you! Stop! I'm not a side. We got trouble. The boss and she refused to let anyone. Diggertron is Diggertron. As long as the boss has it with her, Fursman is in the mines. There's lots of bad guys in the mines. He's Hook's daddy, and... Thank you.
Clocking off. Calm down, calm down. We're all here to work for a living. Why not sit down and talk?
Save it! We treated you as our lead. Such a rat! You sold the intel about the vein to Antonia, but we discovered it first. Now we Traitor! Well, nothing to say for yourself, huh?
Go away, you brutes!
Oh, little hook? Oh, no, you have it wrong.
Daddy?
Yes, I told Antonia about the vein, but I was the first one to discover it. I have the right to do anything with it.
It's only because you have that detector.
Back off! I was...
Well, I think someone needs to teach...
You'll never lay a finger on Dad. It's you!
Another punching bag?
You'll pay for this. 1,000 wonders to raise your... Fight is one! This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Rules are made to be broken.
Daddy, are you hurt? Don't worry about me. I have Diggertron. No one can hurt me.
Good. That's good. I remember. You are the outsiders Natasha mentioned. The conflicts between the vagrants and the mining team have lasted for quite a long time. Even if you have just...
Daddy, let's go to the old witch's clinic.
But the vein detector that rapscallion was after... It's just a tool.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
I've taken care of your wounds. I'm running short on medical supplies. Don't pretend you didn't hear that, Hook.
Hook wasn't the one that caused trouble. It was those bad guys. We were just defending ourselves. Ask him. See?
You are gonna spoil that kid. That's enough for now. I'll say this one last time, Hook. If you cause any trouble again, the boss of the moles should stick to her word.
Thank you again. If it weren't for you and Dr. Natasha, Hook and I probably would have been in big trouble. Well, a few days ago, I found a jeep. Then, those vagrants heard about it and accused me. The mining team could not agree with that, of course.
Daddy? Are we short on money?
My poor child. Daddy is old now. People say I'm selfish, think I'm a traitor, but it doesn't matter to me.
Daddy.
Forget about it. Since I've got the money from the mining team, I have nothing. It's just a shame that I lost my vein detector. I guess so. It's an ancient relic that can detect geomarrow veins. I often carried it around. Anyway, I guess I don't need the detector anymore.
Hook seems to be giving me a look like, I want to talk to you outside the clinic now. So that's why people call eyes the windows to the soul.
Wait! Hook needs you to help with some... Yes! That detector is Daddy's treasure, so right then. I'll be waiting for you at the shelter in the mine. See ya! Too slow, honorary member of the mold. Let me introduce you to Sweta. She is Daddy's most trusted.
Not at all. Mr. Fursman trusts every vagrant and every one of us, but after what happened over at that Geomarrow vein...
I'm here to find Daddy's treasure. His vein...
Well, I would guess that's after the conflict in the mine. Wildfire gathered everyone out of the shelter and took a head count to check on the wounded. When we returned to the shelter, Mr. Fursman's detector was gone. We searched all around the shelter. Indeed. Now we can narrow down the scope of our search considerably. We vagrants have our dignity, too. I'm sure we will.
But... well,
Actually, we've already asked those 4 suspects about it. Of course, we could never expect thieves to confess and turn themselves in, right? All 4 suspects are at the shelter. If you're feeling...
adults are so